YouTube? Welcome back in. We're here for some more Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. And man, things are getting a little sussy baka, as the kids say these days. Last we left off, spoilers again, you guys have not been keeping up with the series up to now. I should just go back early on the episodes, catch up on the series. I got a whole playlist for this game. But yeah, spoiler, Nagito's dead now. So who the fuck killed him? I don't know. Like, since the last recording, I've been like sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, you know, Sonya seems fishy, I guess, because she was at the military base and stuff. But then I'm like, I don't think she would do it at the same time. And then it's like the way he dies, like that seems very like, you know, Yakuza like torturing and stuff. And so maybe Fujiko, but then again, I don't think he would have either. So I definitely know it wasn't Chiaki, and Kazukichi definitely didn't do it. And Akane, with how much she wanted to kill him, she wouldn't have done all that. She would have just killed him. Probably just broke his bones and then killed him. So I don't know, but we're going to investigate this here. I know we're getting close to the end of this game. I don't know how close though. So I know there's at least going to be one more video after this. Maybe even two more. So we'll see. We're going to do the investigation today. And depending on how long that takes, we might get into the trial as well. So anyways, let's get to it. Oh, and be sure to like the video if you guys like this video or like the other ones, and you know, share it with your friends, families, or just coworkers, whoever you want to share shit with, and maybe comment down below on your thoughts on the videos, or like what you like about the games, what you don't like, and be sure to subscribe to the channel, because once we finish this, I'm going to pick another game to go through. I don't know if it's going to be Danganronpa related or if it's going to be something totally different yet. So I probably figure that out sometime this week. So all right, let's get to it. Now the promoting's done. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread through the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead. Yay, the wicked witch is dead. The wicked witch is dead. Anyways, even when I saw this before, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? What? What? Ah. What? Everybody's screaming. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right, it's Nagito. He's always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. We should go up there and like twist it into him just to make sure. just drive it in. Or give him a few kicks to the face, you know? See if he reacts. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected to be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences occur all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape this truth. But even something as small as that... Ding dong bing bong.
A
body has been discovered.
Now then.
All right.
Don't tell me.
I gotta say though, out of like all the deaths in this game, like, I mean, they're all like, you know, pretty brutal in their own sense and stuff. But this one was just fucking vicious because he got tortured and killed. By the look of it, not just straight killed like everybody else, you know. Everybody else, it was like a one-hit kill kind of thing, or you know, quick death, if you will. I guess Ibuki probably wasn't, but, you know. I think everybody else is... Yeah, everybody else was like stabbed, throat slash, fell to his death. You know, his head decapitated, whatever. And the baseball bat. But yeah. Anyways, the body discovery announcement. Then it's for real. Then Nagito is really dead. It's not that he's just dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed? Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? One of us killed Nagito. One of us killed him so brutally. See, I don't know, man. Sonya's got some like fishy back history with her country. I just don't see her being that brutal though with killing him. But she is being fishy this episode. Or not episode, but chapter, whatever. She wasn't at the island when we needed, or she needed to be looking around. We went to she was at the military base fishing around for stuff. There's a big ass knife there. That's probably a military knife. But I don't know. Some seems weird here too. I feel like there's gonna be a curveball. Can't be that serious, like that straightforward. Anyways, I need to quit speculating and just play the game. Then it's gonna start again, huh? The class trial. It's gonna start soon, right? Then,
Of course.
yep, we gotta do it. You gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. Allow me to give you guys the familiar Monokuma. Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up. I can't stand for this. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just noticed?
Like...
Damn. He was like, he totally forgot who the fuck she was. Damn. Oh man, I'm bad at remembering people's names, and especially if, like, I'm out in public. Like I'll see somebody I recognize, like, you know, I'm friends with them, whatever, acquaintances. If I'm out in public and I run into them, there's a good chance I won't even like register right away. Like, oh, that's so and so that I'm, you know, I work with, or I'm friends with, or I went to school with, or something. You know? Oh shit. Anyways, anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions, anyways? Why you keep everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fair. You're shutting up too.
Wait.
Enough already. We already had enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyways, let's begin. Huh? But
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as the killing happens, we can't do anything about that, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Woo-hoo-hoo. Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me.
Don't fuck with me. We're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'm definitely gonna make sure to finish this for good this time.
This is kind of...
Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually,
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
what's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? The meaning behind the Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? Then that timer reaches 0 2 days from now. What will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey.
If this will finally be over,
Serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna do?
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So once again,
The Monokuma file! Phew!
you guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If the end is near, there won't be an afterword after that.
Do your
Okay,
best.
do your best.
Wait!
Hold on. I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at the end, it's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still,
Kazukichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it.
Even if we go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
Right!
Even if we can't go home, I think it said. Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
however,
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but is that impossible? But that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. Who is SUSSY? The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I can't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito. Because his death was so abnormally cruel. No, it couldn't be just that. There's something more to it than that. Whatever it is, it was stuck inside me. Like a spear was stuck inside Nagito, am I right? I can't feel bad because Nagito was a fucking asshole. Like, I would say he was an idiot, and to a degree he was. Like, he was just more of an asshole. Especially after he, beat the killing room and stuff, and got the knowledge of the books and stuff. Yeah, he's an asshole. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Hey, Nagito's the same height as me. Almost the same weight, too. Birthday's not even close, though. The victim is Nagito Komida. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there's a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. It does seem like he was tortured, but it looks like his right hand is free, though, of the rope. So it's kind of... I don't know. Anyway. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed. Is there anything wrong with this Monokuma file? Again, what's wrong with it? Not only is there a spear stabbed into his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, laceration on left arm and a knife impales right hand. Yep, that's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me worried. More worried than it should be. We can discuss it later. Right now, the only choice is to investigate. We should investigate first. Pardon me. If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back at the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body. And I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. And a little cocky little bastard probably didn't think so either. I'm the ultimate lucky student. I'll never die. You guys suck. You guys aren't hope. I'm gonna survive. I'll be the true hope. I never expected Nagito to die like this. I bet his favorite Star Wars movie is New Hope. He always spout nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times where we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again either. No, now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Alright, first let's start with the hand. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of the rope is burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. The rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire and he was so close to the blaze? Interesting. The knife stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must have been from the military base. Military base? Now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife. By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by the same knife, which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand.
It cannot be.
And then they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they couldn't have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
And that is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? Well, I mean, it's got the cable. I feel like it was probably like... I mean, obviously he was tied down from the look of it. So probably... I think it was like a torch, like a... almost kind of like a guillotine deal, like the spear is hanging above him. And they have him tied down and stay in place so it would stab him. A reason they had to use a spear, huh? It's like, again, like, why go through that trouble then? You know? A spear with flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply in Nagito's stomach. There's no way around it. That looks like a fatal wound. Oh my, what's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? The cord extends from the tip of the handle and there's an iron weight attached to it. I see. You could use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right? Oh my god, really? The spear of... Oh my god. Reference to the first game, if you didn't know. Anyways. You definitely just came out with that now. By the way, I just wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. What? Nezumi Castle?
What the hell?
I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I couldn't go in there. Damn you mice. Damn you all to hell. I see. Even he doesn't know inside the castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle looks like part of it has blood on it too. But for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Okay, you basically just told me the answer. Somebody was holding it then, probably. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently the same spear is from Nezumi Castle. Yeah, not Sumi Castle. It might be better if I can confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir. So his feet, both his feet are tied up, ropes the pillars. He wouldn't be able to move at all. According to the Monokuma files, he had stab wounds. Why did the killer do something like this? Seems like they were probably torturing him. At this rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture. I mean, if they had wanted to just kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in the chest, the other wounds are inflicted for a reason other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him. If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if that was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge against Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand the dark impulse like that. But even if I held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds. Face. It must have been a great pain. He clearly had an agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was that the key from Nagito from screaming for help? Geez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Excuse me. Chiaki, move past Chiaki and me, or Kazukichi and me, and squat down next to Nagito's face. Just whoop. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey.
Putting the duct tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. Jesus. You're gonna get cursed. The blood on Nagito's face, it looks like mostly came from the slice on his left arm. If that's the case, it's no use, she's not listening. Hey, but the blood splattered on his face, or about the blood splattered on his face, there's no blood under the duct tape. What's wrong with that? This duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with the duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a little bit. But what's wrong with that? Is it something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue too. I should remember it. Duct tape. Okay. Left hand. It's cut on his left arm. And stab wounds. Like a slice. It's probably the reason the wound on his left arm looks like doesn't look that deep compared to the other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound. Yeah, sorry. There's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange what? Look at the palm on his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off the right in the middle of his palm. Yeah, it's definitely cut off. Maybe that's as far as the blood would reach when he was splattered. Well, I would explain the blood on the palm, but something even strange. When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint. You're right. Why is that the only part? See, it's just as I said, right? Strange, right? I win. Yeah, sure, you win. I wonder if he was holding the rope for the spear then, that hand. I mean, that would kind of make sense, you know? Maybe the killer like basically caused his own death, like made him hold the rope and was like, if you don't hold it, the spear's gonna stab you, you know. I don't know. You know, I'm surprised. What's mean? Not used to it. Classmate's dead right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find out his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. All right, what else do we got to check here? Check that. We checked everything. Fire grenades. Let's look at those. Those things didn't work worth a shit. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles, remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... yeah, fire the hole. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they aren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Okay. Monokuma is dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Is this one of those life-size plushies that you're being produced at the factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too, you know. Don't put oversized garbage out there. It's so misleading.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like that. Excuse me. Making a hole like that to get stabbed. Going through the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
I had nothing to do with that. Huh? He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You just die like the plushie over there. Or you should just die like the plushie over there. You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can swipe you all out easily. You know, I can wipe you all out. Jeez. I apologize. My reading today is just awful. God, I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you to the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy from Monokuma. Looks like these annoyances are gone. Okay. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is it Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma's plushie added. Okay, what else we got here? Lighter. It's an oil lighter. That's where the curtains must have been hanging. It looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter is placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably went to keep warm. Is the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Oil lights can contribute to burn even after someone lets go of them.
Which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick?
you are right.
Man, this is even... it's making Sonya look even more guilty because she showed up after all the shit was happening inside. She could have easily had lit that, sat there by the curtain and walked in and be like, hey guys, don't worry, it's not a real bomb. You know? Just saying. Timing. The killer probably plans to destroy evidence by setting the warehouse on fire. Because the fire destroyed evidence. That's the only reason I could think of why the killer would set fire to the crime scene. But what? What, Hajime? What was your final thoughts? Okay, is there anything else here? Okay. Let's talk to you, Sonya.
So just as I thought.
If everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we could think about what will happen after. Okay. One of us killed Nagito in such a cool way. It's too bizarre. I can't think of anything except laugh. Okay, Hiko. I'm not freaking out about like Kazukichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 in 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen? This rotten scroll trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think it will happen? Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up! Shut up!
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could he, what could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way he'd just end smoothly with the countdown. Anyway. Like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. So for now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about that. Think about the countdown after we live through this class trial. Yeah, I know. Then don't bring up strange stuff like that. Okay, Kane. I don't have nothing important to say, but it mattered for Gundam's killing and it mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time. It looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp. If it was at noon, what were we doing at that time? What were we doing? Well, right now it's 12:30. So it also has a clock function. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. It happened that recently. He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time that we were struggling with the bombs? You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. But this could be like the Nekomaru. It could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also been used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so I would have... they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Man, it keeps like basically like she's like, whoever doesn't have an alibi is suspicious. Sonya, not name a name, Sonya. It'd be a shame if the person was missing and didn't have an alibi and be, you know, they weren't in the spot they were supposed to be, Sonya. And it wasn't there when the bombs were going off, Sonya. Or about to go off, I should say. Because she did show up right when they went off. Wait, none of us had an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up and searched for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. Okay, Chiaki. I gotta talk to her. She looks like she's deep in thought. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling? Yeah, that sprinkler. That's the one. That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to push out the fire or put out the fire. You can see the girder right there next to it, right?
See?
There. Oh, can you see it? That red streak? Huh? Blood. You're right, I can definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. Is that blood? Blood? The cow definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right? Plus, it's a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. Definitely strange. I should remember this. It's the pulley system, man. Some a spear was being held up, let go, had blood on the line. Again, this game is like it makes things so easy, but then they throw fucking weird curveballs in there to be like, nope, you thought this, but nope, not that simple. They also try to give you like red herrings a lot too, you know, like, oh yeah, here's the obvious answer, but it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be some weird fucking setup or some convoluted way the killer did something, or why it was this person, you know. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through trouble tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than the fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. All right, I should start investigating other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay. Oh, damn. Sorry. There are a bunch of books. Okay. Important. Monokuma panel. A lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain and tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like that? Last time I came in here, I seem to recall they're all folded up on the ground. Neatly put away. Interesting domino effect. Maybe they're the ones who made this mess.
See?
Look, the tipped over panel at the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason those panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, it's not a problem. I'll do it. She busted in the door. Okay, she busted in the door. Okay. Could it be... Was that it? There's something else I've been wondering.
Hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over, starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels that the line is only one, this is the only one that's neat and orderly. Isn't it clearly strange? Strange, that means. You can speculate this to be done intentionally. It's like fucking kids game growing up. Was it Mousetrap? Like you had to do all those like different setups to like catch the mouse or the mice. Play CDs, copy his music. Okay. MP3 player. That's the MP3 player. There's even a sprinkler or a speaker plugged into it. But why is it here? It looks like the weird music that was playing here before. You know, that music that was blaring from before the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it. That music was playing. Music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music to begin with? Probably to cover up Nagito's yelling and screaming for when they went in there. I would guess. Okay, so I guess talk to everybody. Looks like this side completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue over here, we might not be able to notice it. But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. But there was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You are right.
I agree. If we did, we could have ended up caught by the sprinklers and became all wet and soggy. Miss Sonia all wet? She's all drenched and soggy?
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not.
I wasn't thinking that at all.
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazukichi? I was asking Hajime.
Whoa!
You're screwing with me?
Yes.
Oh my, screwing? How lewd.
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second. Kazukichi, you should probably keep your mouth shut already. I'm gonna see if I can just back out. I'm sure there's gonna be something else. I'm trying to remember, did I get all the Monokuma dolls here? I think I did. Yeah, still gotta investigate. Okay, let's talk to the rest of them, I guess. Well, even though I did say I was gonna freaking kill him, there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know. Alright, figures. Well, think about the countdown. Oh my god. Fucking shut up about the countdown. We already said to not talk about it. Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. This reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's the time to ask her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes, what is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It's alright, it's not a bomb. It's fake. Why did you know the bombs were fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, are we at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the Central Island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my.
Oh my.
Cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I'm not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch. What? Sonia.
I am sorry.
Yes, I'm terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there. Huh?
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
And oh my god, I cannot talk. Ah! And as I suspected, yay, the bombs had disappeared. And I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered.
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs in the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. Oh shit.
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door at the ancient ruin. Smart. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real and thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. Like fucking Monami over there just hanging out. However, that plan was an utter
The
failure.
bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it! All to hell!
Her saying that line's great.
I see.
So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb. Which means...
Those bombs are fake, or if those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real and could not stop thinking about it. Upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that bombs he set were real as well. Yeah. Okay. If so, Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything. There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right, I got it. I still doubt you. Still doubt you. Wow, that's kind of funny. Her smaller picture there almost matches like her perfectly, like, with her like ribbon and stuff. Kind of funny. Almost does. At least the left side does. Alright, so we got our account. Alright, it's pretty much finished up looking clues in the warehouse. Might be able to find clues, but still many things I don't understand. You look worried. Hell yeah, I am. At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering besides the crime scene. The military base Sonya mentioned, the plushie factory next door, Nesmi Castle, where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about them. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
You hear me?
Hey, you guys! Isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring the other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems that we have the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. Yep. We don't have a choice. There aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. Oh my god, why am I having such a hard time speaking today? Reading. Blah, blah, blah. So we need to search for them in another area, probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we've got to give up completely. You don't really need to say that.
Hey.
Then it's okay. We leave this place. It's okay. There's no time for us to stand around. In order for us to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. God. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. What? Why are we repeating? Like, Okay. Let's check the factory first since we're here. And then we'll do the military base. Okay. Do I really gotta check the truck and shit? Apparently bombs were stuff. They're fake. Nothing new here. Okay. Let's check the... Okay, that's not what I wanted. I wanted... computer. I can't pick the computer? Really? Okay. Wait a minute, that can't be... Oh, wait. There it is. What the hell? Look at that shit. I gotta pick the laptop there, but if I go up to it, What the hell? Okay. This reminds me of the video message. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means the video was recorded in advance. Whoops, didn't mean to hit that. With that thought of mine, I tried messing with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there's really something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Let's talk to you. I've never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all the Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well?
The bomb that went off in the lobby might have been set up here, huh?
Do you have a minute?
If you had the bomb inside the Monokuma plushie, it'd be a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is trying to oh my god. I apologize. My reading today is just off so bad. I don't know why. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let's rip apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. There is a bomb inside one of these. Wouldn't it explode if we carelessly mess with it?
Yes, pie.
Either way is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean?
Enough already.
Stop. There's no bomb.
Hey,
Y'all know if you just pick me up, right? See? All you feel is soft wave cotton.
I see.
You're right. Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If we're going to give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs were all fakes.
Please wait.
I know that already. You should have said that so earlier.
No.
But I thought if I kept quiet, it would be foreshadowing that a killing was going to happen. That's why I just now telling you for the first time. Phew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or the factory, then he brought it from the octagon.
Well,
I must say, you have got a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of the plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I shouldn't have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Okay. Okay, so we did that. Let me go in here, maybe. Really, there's nothing important. She said, like, I find it very suspicious because she said there was no, like, you know, fire extinguishers and shit. She was like, there was a lot more stuff here, and now there's not. Like, somebody had planned that already, like, took it all out and left those grenade things up there. But obviously, they didn't do shit, really. I feel like somebody fucked with it and put gasoline in it, honestly. I guess that's it here. Outside. Let's go to the military base. Let's take our small steps here for our pet. Speaking of, oh no, all this despair. You know what? I kind of want to let it. You know what? Let's do also just focus on it just being despair. Because we've gotten the pig, the shitamy. Yeah. And the pig we try to make like all good, basically, is what we try to do. Anyways. Let's check out the truck first. Here's a spot of guns. Ah, found it. What'd you find? Well, the truck bed over here where has guns in it, but I also found stuff like a survival knife. Wait, isn't the same type of knife you stabbed his hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. So the killer is someone who visited the military base at least once. Well, that's everyone though. No, not me. This is my first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. I mean, it does, especially with how much he loves machines and shit. You know? I guess let's talk to Kazukichi.
Man.
Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who could do that. Bombs are fake. This might be fake too, but I'm not brave enough to check it out. Okay, what is there to check? This truck here, maybe? When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia is telling the truth.
However,
They disappeared. Okay. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought that they were the real thing. Oh, never mind. He said in his video message, "Hi, gotcha. You been pranked. Ashton Kutcher, come on out." He knew the bombs were fake. No, is that really it? Did Nagito not only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Okay, that's all we need here. Then now we got to go to Nezumi Castle, correct? Don't worry, I'm not gonna sit here and walk the whole time. I'm only doing some little steppies right now, just to get that count going. Central Island. And then Island 4, right? Yeah. 4 was the amusement park. Now the question is it this way or the other way? I'm hoping it's this way. Is 4? Yeah. Okay, cool. Castle's this way. I'm still curious though how Asumi's treasure comes into play here, because we've not seen it, or it's not been brought up since she was like, my treasure has been taken, blah blah blah, it looks like this. It's like, I don't know, something seems a little odd with that. Yeah, see, this is why I'm mad. I couldn't go back in here before to investigate this, because I would have liked to have gone in here and seen this, because that would have been like, oh shit, it came from there. But whatever. Hanging on the wall. It's the spear, definitely right. Yep. Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like core is attached to the handle. There's a weight on the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistake about it. The killer took one of these spears and used it as a weapon. The Spear of Gunyear, right? Huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use a spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier too. There's no way a spear like this with an unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could the reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I couldn't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer even after he's dead. Well, now's not the time to think about those stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. All right, let's go. Nice. Okay. So now we get to go check out his cottage. Which makes me wonder, are we going to find the book and stuff there? Ooh. Find some secrets. Be kind of cool. Also, it makes me wonder if that's where the Monokuma doll is, because I know I mentioned this in a previous episode of our playthrough. We're missing one Monokuma doll on the main island. Or not, first island, I should say, not the main island. And I was saying, I think it's in somebody's cottage, but I was thinking maybe you had to get through like friendship with somebody. But thinking about that, technically you don't get, well, I don't know, you might be able to do like a free roam, like be able to like click things in the room and check things. I know you could do that in the first game, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. But I'm trying to remember if we've done that with anybody else here. I don't think so. Because Sonia, we went to her room, but we didn't get like the free roam option of clicking wherever we wanted. It died? What? It can die? If it gets full despair, it dies? What? That's silly, dude. Okay. Alright, well, I'll worry about that later. But anyways, like I was getting at was, I feel like with, you know, this way, it's like now we can go in and we're literally, that's our goal, is to investigate. And it's like, I bet the Monokuma doll's in there. Unless somehow there's going to be another fucking murder and trial after this, or we get to go to somebody else's room and investigate. Which, honestly, nobody's stuff pertains to now anyways, more than likely. So it's kind of like, you know, what's the point kind of deal. I want to see some water. Oops, present. 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 Alright, so if despair kills it, let's try to do the other way and have full hope, but no despair when it levels up. Because I think last time we had a little despair when it leveled up. Down here. Okay. Girl.
Hajime. What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that. Didn't do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. What? Fucking weirdo. Anyways, hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door. Fine. I guess I have no choice. I'm just gonna do that, right? Now then. Okay. See, open the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't the first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
Okay.
More importantly, let's go inside now. You're right. Oh, I see it. Oh, it's the chest is here. He's the one that stole it. So Nagito was living here inside the room. Can't imagine. Waiting to see his absolute hope becoming despairs so he could act on stepping stone with the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't want to understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well. See you, Monokuma.
No.
Oh, wow. So that's actually the 5th one. Oh, shit. Well, now I'm curious if the one is from hanging out with somebody then. Like one of the other students. Like maybe you had to get it from hanging out with Teru or Byakuya. Interesting. All right, anyways, let's do the treasure box here. And I'm a little surprised about his room. I was expecting his room to be a little more decorated and stuff, so. Fancy looking treasure box, covered sprinkling. Could this be?
My treasure box, stolen.
Perhaps.
That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. So why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, it must be good if we see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If it wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have just stole it from Monami in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. Inside there was a notebook. What is this? Why is a notebook inside a treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. I don't think I've ever heard that term before, leafing through a book. Like flipping through a book, skimming through a book. Leafing through a book? Comment down below if you've used that term or know that term, really. I've never really heard it put that way. Anyways, back to it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? Diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, day 4, day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16. I've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Or we've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go into the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop. Don't look at my notebook. Whoa. From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you.
Phew. I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but never said that you're allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of my notebook. Fortunately, you're a little too late. But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief? Betrayal. I was betrayed by my beloved student.
Hey,
Hey, that notebook, that's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right. It's my very important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. What? You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Lie? There's no way you'd write in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Geez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
that's wrong.
No, you can't because you have no fingers on your hands. Ah! See, bullseye. I know because I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed your weakling? I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey,
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
what are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know we're getting so serious, but what is Monokuma? But is what Monokuma said true? Huh? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote it? Who wrote in it? Well, you know, it's, how should I put it? Excuse me. Hold on. Damn it, she totally ran away again. The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers out of her. But still, I really want to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better I didn't ask her. Mommy's notebook. Okay, do we see anything else of importance? Bookshelf. So our books arranged here. Nagito bring these to the library in addition to the books, some random crap stuff on the shelf. It might take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through all the stuff.
Hey,
Let's leave that for later. Yeah, I agree. Fridge. Refrigerator.
huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. Why would he go through the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? Let's talk to Chiaki. I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity. Huh. There really isn't much inside. Monokuma's special poison. For poisoning use only. Looks like someone who likes cold drinks. Doesn't look like he stocked it very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really, it looks like some kind of dietary supplement. Looks like some dietary supplement. To me, protein powder maybe? It literally says poison on the fucking bottle. Oh my god. Hey, this is... Yeah, it looks like it's poison. Poison? Look, there's a warning label on the back. It's... let's examine a little more detail. But be careful, that bottle, don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. That's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, volatility is low. This liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by securing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from the sunlight. Interesting. Apologies, my leg is like hurting me for some reason. It sure doesn't seem like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. Oh, this sure does look like one. Okay. This perpetrator must be here to keep the poison secure. Where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
Octagon, of course. That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel too.
see?
Yeah, we already figured this out. The Octagon. This poison must have been brought to him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. I mean, he could have literally went back anytime he wanted, right? Wasn't that the thing? He could just come and go as he wanted in the fun house and stuff? I don't know. Anyways, geez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey,
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
see?
Looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder if there's still a trap somewhere that he hasn't sprung yet. Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using the poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on the island. Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer when, even after you're dead? Okay. What else can I look at here? It's bed. Bed.
Hey.
Okay, there's something hiding under his bed. It's usually a place for hiding things. Yeah, like porn. Well, we should check just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and, there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. It looks like there's something inside. What is this? Yo, he was Walter White. It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves. These look like the real deal. Did he get these from the military base? Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. Why did Nagito use this stuff, or what did he use this stuff for? Probably for handling the poison. Hajime, was there anything else under the bed? Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum. Blue drugs, man. Walter White. A round thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those sealed that over jars of unopened mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows? It might be too soon to decide that. Piece of blue paper. I mean, is it talking about the seal over the jar? That's usually plastic. It's not paper. No clues in the bathroom. Window. Probably nothing important. Guess let's look at the bookshelf. Now, so we had to look at the other things first before we could look at the bookshelf. Fair enough. They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart. Do they now? I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this. So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles. It doesn't mean we should ignore it, though. I'll leave it to you then. Hajime. Wait, what? It's better if a boy goes through other boys' things, you know. There might be private stuff there. Well, that might be true, but so I'll leave this shelf to you. I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there'd be any clues here. And there's the book. That's what I was thinking would be over here.
Look, Hajime, I got the book.
Yeah. That's my reward. Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said, as I was the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever, that might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file and held it in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. I couldn't read it. Wouldn't that be a bitch? If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? That's a good picture. Probably make that a thumbnail. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. As I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Liar, liar, pants on fire. She pretty much was on fire. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazukichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonya. And everyone who had died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too. I turned the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height, my weight, and so forth. But there was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words reserve course student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is that the only thing that isn't a lie? And why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Well, I just found a strange file. Huh. Isn't that the special prize Nagito received from the clear to final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there. It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in there too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
Then when you say everyone, do you mean everyone? Yeah, it's basic information, but there should be profiles on all 16 of us. Can I take a look at that file? Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
You know, their eyes are a little weird here. It's like Chiaki's has got too, like the little circle in her eye, but Hajime's is really weird because it's almost like he's got like a bullseye on his eye, like a cross through. It's kind of weird, but whatever. Little details. Hold on. What happened? I just noticed it right now, but
The file. His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
oh,
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
but he did say there is 16. And who's the one that doesn't match? Who's the one that doesn't match? So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think it might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in there. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life is totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting all riled up.
How should I put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. I was saying that Byakuya. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking at those profiles, right? Huh? Let's turn back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages, confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. This section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. The ultimate imposter. Dude, he's the best player at Among Us. Holy shit. That's that true Byakuya's true identity. But that's that Byakuya's true identity. True identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent prodigy, Byakuya Togami. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, even his age and gender is unknown. Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Woohoo! Though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami.
Perhaps.
That would explain why he was so fat, but damn. Okay. Is that why he was so much? Oh, she's saying it. Is so much fatter compared to when he's involved in killing school life. Woohoo! His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Then he was lying to us the whole time.
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
Because that was his talent. Huh? He's having Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain a talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not. Jesus. I keep trying to finish the sentence. It's not what they're saying. In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell? Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with. So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he saying to me at one time? Can I talk to the others about my past? I suspect they might be skeptical nature, partly blame, distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life's been living hell. I guess that technically works because he's an imposter. You know, if he comes out and says, hey, I'm not really Byakuya, I'm an imposter, then everybody would have got freaked out. Based on the context, if I had to guess, maybe he was just complaining that he had been cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. So in the end, it all leads us back to memory loss. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who is the traitor? Just from looking at the 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
But didn't Nagito said he knows who it was? So was that another lie from Nagito? Just kind of like put pressure on the traitor, or try to put pressure on the traitor. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
correct.
It wouldn't have been fun if you figured it out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true of Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Probably. Woohoo, it's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about this?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up, wait.
Bye-bye.
Excuse me for a moment. Damn. Time for the trial already.
What is most important for living things? Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right?
I mean, that's a pretty spot on. That's pretty spot on.
That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, time's up. We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Okay, so this is the last trial.
I'll see you soon.
The last class trial. He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, her too. You really did say last class trial. Hey guys, you know this is the last class trial? Yep, last class trial. Yep, sure did say that. His last class trial. What do you think? This last class trial? Should we believe in that it's the last class trial? I think we should believe in that it's the last class trial. Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? He said something about the killing school trip would ending, right? Based on that time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
Still.
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once.
Well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about too much, I think. I think we should just focus on the class trial, since it is the last class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. The last class trial was Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because they're so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
We don't have to worry so much, huh?
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know. You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Then we get in there, we're all just like fighting like cats and dogs and shit, you know. Trials this way. Yeah. I had to stop and think for a second. I was like, which way's the rock again? It's this way. I'm debating if we should go ahead and start this trial. I mean, this would be the shortest video of the series we've done, but we don't split the trial. Let's start the trial. We'll go into the trial. Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed. You're making me depressed. So it's gonna happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial. Again. But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe it so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do this is the one who's saying it, right?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. That was a little weird. I'm saying that. If we can finally go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is, no matter what, even if I had to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here? You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking that is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
What are you saying? There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse. Stop trying to jinx us.
I'll pick you up.
Damn straight. Stupid rabbits should just shut up. Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair. Huh? I have finally realized, after losing my powers, I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself, so I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book?
Wait.
But her eyes, she looked so determined.
Ooh.
What can you tell about looking in those button eyes? Anyway, make sure to turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial. Aw, fine.
But still.
Somehow I understand that Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end. Rawr. So if this really is the true final class trial, there's Fuyuhiko, Sonya, Kazukichi, Kane, Chiaki, and me. That's 6. But again, if one of them's the killer, it drops us down to 5, so it'd be 5 remaining. I kept saying those words over and over within my head. Last class trial, last class trial, last class trial. As I entered Monokuma Rock, last class trial, 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 last class trial. Oh my god, look how sad this looks. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
Well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you were right.
More importantly, we must focus on the last class trial before us. Oh my god. I know I'm saying it a lot just to be kind of an asshole and shit, but they repeat things a lot. The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope or the light of despair? Ooh, got this like
Well now.
factory setting here. Interesting. Well then, now that Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left.
Shut the hell up.
Enough, just fucking start already.
Hey.
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is. So you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all for the last class trial. Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the last class trial. This is the end.
Now then.
Now then, let's start the last class trial and get the trial started.
Killing.
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. Oh my god. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student, turned out wasn't so lucky. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across very sociable. It turned out he was a psychotic freak. But his true nature, which held a demented thought process, was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said that he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up, but there was also times where he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. No one can consume my despair. Oh, it's a lot of red. It's a lot of red on the screen. Ooh. That's why we absolutely have to find out the person who finished off Nagito, the killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, the life-threatening trial billing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. The last class trial. All right. All right, I'll shut up now. Sorry. All right, so I think we should go ahead and dive into this. Maybe try to get to the checkpoint mark of, like, you know, the break, suspension of trial, whatever it's called again, the recess, if you will. We'll at least try to get to that point if we can in this video, and then the next video we'll finish the trial and maybe finish the game potentially. So we'll see. So let me look at my skills. So envious influence greatly increases your influence gauge. Effective during the class trial, cannot be combined with attentive, so influence. So I think I got this one from Sonia, right? So let's equip that one. Jesus Christ, I got 61 points I could use. But I only have like two or three of these things. Increase your truth bullet fire rate. Okay. Did I have any more? No, I did not. Damn, dude. That's sad. I only maxed out 2 people's report cards this playthrough. I was hoping to at least get 3. Especially since I felt like they gave you a lot of opportunity for, you know, free time in this. All right, let's get going. Trial start.
Now then, let's begin with a
Glad.
simple explanation of the class trial.
I'm glad I won't have to talk as much now and stumble as much words. But yeah, we got really close to Pecco. Also, hold on a second. Sorry. I know I'm kind of getting off the subject here. Report card. Duh. So yeah, Pecco, we were 2 away. Chiaki, we were 3 away still. Kazukichi, we were 3 away. So, yeah.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it. If you vote correctly, then only I'll punish everyone Oh my! Monami? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you?
Actually, guys, give me just a second. I'll be right back here. I'm gonna go get a refill on my drink. I'll be right back. All right, let's get back into it.
You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Yes, no!
Damn. You know, he never did like a Kamehameha wave, did he? In the attacks? I don't think he ever did. I know there's like a JoJo reference and some other references. I don't recall him doing like a Dragon Ball reference.
One more time. Jeez! How about this one?
Oh, he's doing all of them.
This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monami. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or... that makes it too convenient. I don't think that's the case. God, here we go with like 20,000 bullets lined out, and I gotta like shuffle through all of them.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Why the killer have to torture Nagito? No, there are wounds on his body really caused by torturing in the first place.
The killer didn't take.
So we got the
Nagito's
survival
mouth to
knife,
shut him up.
duct tape, Makuma
I'm
plushie,
telling you, they were torturing him.
Makuma panels, oil lighter,
The
Makuma's
reason Nagito's
count.
body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
It's got to be the torture
So
wounds, I
that's
guess.
why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing? Definitely the bomb.
No.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb.
Hey, Matt.
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
Okay, wait a minute. So I can't agree with what he said about the coincidence. That's there's no way I can, consent to that. And then of course, Kazukichi said the, torturing of him. I don't have anything that can dispute that. Are the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place?
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Okay, wait a minute. So, hiding place. Yeah, I can get sense to that with the wounds, I guess.
Is whoever found that was Fuyuhiko? I found it by coincidence.
That's the only thing. I think it's the only thing I can do here, unless I have to do the absorb bullshit and do something.
The reason Nagito's body. It's because the killer. So that's why. What were they trying to find out by torture? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
No, not it really.
Damn it!
I was trying to agree with that.
The killer didn't take Nagito's.
Right, let me look at my options again. Let's pull it up here. So he was discovered inside the warehouse. Manufacturer estimated time was named sharp. Not only was he spear stabbed in the stomach, multiple stab wounds, laceration. Torture wounds. As a village prevent from moving his thighs. Blah blah. Survival knife? Is that the other thing? Duct tape. Want to come in a plushie? Yeah, we don't really know anything about this, do we? A life-size Montgomery plushie that was found on the floor near the fire's origin point. It has a huge bloody hole in its stomach as if it was stabbed. Panels tipped over orderly fashion. Oil lighter. That was it, right?
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
Monokuma's account.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
What was Monokuma's account again? Monokuma knew all along that the bombs were fake. However, he apparently never revealed that fact to anyone. Oh.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely
Maybe.
the bomb's hiding.
No. I'm kind of just guessing here because I'm a little confused on how this adds up. Because the hiding place wouldn't contradict the torturing.
Damn it! The killer didn't.
Let me
Nagito's mouth to
just
shut.
go through here.
They were torturing.
The reason Nagito's body was covered.
It's because the killer tortured
Okay, so
Nagito.
tortured Nagito.
That's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Hiding place.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by
Okay,
coincidence.
so by coincidence, we can't. I don't think we could use anything with that because you know, wait a minute. Do I have to agree with him by coincidence with Monokuma's account because he didn't know they're fake is what it's saying? Actual. Okay, so see, I don't get that. So I mean, I guess I don't know if he stumbled upon it by coincidence. I guess it makes sense. So by coincidence and hiding place. Do I have to take one of those to agree with the other one? I don't know, I'm sitting here just trying to break it down in my head. Sorry for the delay. Because in my head, I'm seeing it as yes, he got tortured. Figure out where this shit was hiding.
Damn it!
Okay, so it's just a coincidence I found the bomb.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
The way they're making it sounds like was he actually tortured or not?
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb.
Damn it!
I hate it because it's like I want to pause it so much.
Didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
So lighter has nothing to do with what they're
Telling you,
saying.
they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's
Survival
body was
knife.
covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
Tape.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding.
What was the other thing? The first. What did she say? The first person on the scene.
Damn it!
What did Kane say?
The killer didn't take. I'm telling you, they were the reason Nagito's body. It's because
The killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place.
Okay.
If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first.
That was Fuyuhiko.
Alright, so whoever found the bomb first. See, maybe it's the Monokuma. I bet. Okay, wait a minute. I bet that's what it is. Hold on.
I found it by coincidence.
Oh, the Monokuma file isn't on here. Damn it.
There's no way I'd torture someone.
This is annoying. Because like I know what I'm trying to say. It's just I'm not seeing their equation to get the answer. Torture wounds, burn, survival knife. I wish right here that like a quality of life thing that would be awesome is like right here if they had like a little bullet mark or something, or maybe like a color change to say like, hey, this is in your, you know, in your list of bullets for this bit, so that way you could like study them for a second, you know. So, okay, so we got survival knife, stab knife from place, Monokuma plushie. I don't think it has anything to do with, oops, has anything to do with this. Panels tipped over. Scour the warehouse. Panels seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight orderly line. That has nothing to do with it. So that caused the fire. All, you know, along the bombs were fake. However, apparently he never revealed that fact to anyone. I just, like, nothing here seems to fit. Whether it's agreeing or contradicting. Why did the killer have to torture Nagito? No. Were the wounds on Nagito's body really caused by torture in the first place? I'm just trying to think again. I feel like I'm supposed to dispute what Kazukichi's saying. Because nothing, I don't think nothing I have contradicts. Like I said, I hate, this is the part I hate because I'm having to go back and forth to try to remember like what they're saying versus what's in my list to shoot as a bullet. So I'm having like go back and forth and like check off like, okay, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Because if because first person to find the bombs, there's nothing I can use to contradict that. Again, see, it's like this is where I think the Monokuma file would be the answer, because if he got killed at noon, we were all there, kind of thing. I don't have anything that disputes the torturing thing. Oh my God, I don't know. My brain cannot think.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
This doesn't make sense, the plushie. The torture, but I'm gonna try it.
Didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
I'm telling you,
They were tortured.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with...
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
See, again, they keep hinting that it's like, what if it's not torture? What else is it? But nothing in my inventory here seems to combat that. The only thing I can think of is get Fuyuhiko's by coincidence thing and do it on this. That's the only fucking thing. Just with how bullshit it sounds.
it's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why... What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
Alright, let's try this.
I found
There's no way I'd torture someone.
I can't absorb consent things. Okay, so if I can't absorb consent, then oh my god, I feel so dumb. I can't even get the first thing here. Like, I feel dumb. I'm about to look this up. Okay, so if I can't absorb their stuff, let me think. So coincidence. Nothing I have agrees with Nagito about the coincidence. I tried Monokuma's account and stuff, but that obviously wasn't it. The hiding place. I don't think I tried Monokuma's account on hiding place. I guess I could try that.
the killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up.
I'm telling you, they were tortured.
The reason Nagito's body was
Did
covered
it again.
with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so... What were they trying to find out by torturing him?
Coming around, Tom. Yeah, do Monokuma's account on Fuyuhiko? Oh my god, dude. I don't know. I really hate this because I'm about to just look up the answer or just bullshit and just shoot. Like, I'm gonna game over on the first fucking thing, dude. I feel so dumb.
I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
I just wanted to bullshit and see something.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up.
Thumbs up. Cool. All right, I'm gonna do the dumb thing. I'm looking up the answer. Like, I can't believe that I failed on the first fucking answer, dude.
We will never give up.
All right, let's try this shit again. So, apparently, the answer here is duct tape on Kazukichi with the torture thing. I thought I already did that one, but apparently I didn't.
The killer didn't take Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer...
How does that make sense? What bullshit explanation do you have for this?
But Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything.
So, again, I get this logic. Like, obviously, if his mouth's shut, he can't talk. But it's like his mouth was shut because he was fucking gonna scream and shit while he's getting tortured. That's one logic. And two, it's like, how the fuck, the way they were making it out to be was like, was he even really tortured? It's like, I don't know. Again, dude, like the answers, their answers for the parts of the equation to get the final answer sometimes just are bullshit.
If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
There we go.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Hajime. I got caught in this fucking trap, this bullshit trial already. Damn it. I'm so mad to look that up. That's like, there's no way I was gonna get that anytime soon.
Nagito's mouth was taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
I gotta watch my blade slices.
How is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Yeah, damn it. But I got distracted looking at the bullet or swords here.
Pay attention. This is how it went. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Like, I hate it because I don't get any fucking time to look at anything here.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut.
No.
Crap!
Can I get a second to look at this fucking
This
shit?
is how it went down.
Survival knife.
First, the killer
Torture.
tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap. Damn it!
This again, I'm already like getting frustrated because like now this adds up and it's going so quick I can't keep up with it either. Okay, so he said let me look at the answers again here. I had to like literally sit here, see what he says, take all this damage, then I have to sit there and look through my options to attack and figure out like what it is. I hate this.
Nagito's mouth was taped shut. You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap.
Oh fuck! I have to do this first part again. God damn it!
You obviously assumed he couldn't talk, right? But that was the trap. He wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
Oh, it's so dumb. So if I hit the retreat thing, I gotta go back and
to answer anything.
do this shit again.
Pay attention. This is how it went down. First, the killer tortured Nagito and got information about the bomb's location.
Bomb's location.
Then, after they killed him,
they
duct taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys.
Oh, it's after they killed him.
To me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
Sorry, I know it. I know it now. Hold on. It should be after they killed him, the duct tape.
First,
Because
the killer tortured Nagito.
the blood.
Information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him,
Yep.
Allow me to cut through those
Oh my god. Thankfully I caught that one.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
what did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors. We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth.
Are you in elementary
right?
school or something? Sorry, I was finishing my drink there.
The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds.
Like, I love that they say from his arm wounds, but you see how much blood splatter there is from his, like, stomach getting impaled? Like, literally that blood could have, you know, splattered up on his face.
Which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
He keeps saying that.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
I like that she says that, but she's clearly not in the picture. I mean, obviously the panels here got tipped over, hit the lighter that was already on fire, and then started the fire. Chain reaction. Domino effect.
Which means it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect. Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
Jeez. The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear this up first. Okay. Well, the reason for the fire starting would be the lighter actually starting it.
The direct cause of the fire was the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
Panels knocked it over.
Used invisible thread.
Agree with
Should've been a
that.
way to tip it over with sound.
Sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door.
Yep.
I agree with that.
Jeez, they're gonna throw so much shit at me. I mean, this is the last trial, but damn, this is gonna be a
Also,
pain in the ass.
opening the door is what started
Just
the
how
fire.
much stuff they're gonna say and waiting and just bullshit.
Just as I thought, it was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan.
No, not wind pressure. They probably used
Golly,
the Monokuma panels.
she's so dumb.
A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
Domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second.
See, like, I wish they did this more, like, an overview like this, because by the way it made it feel like instead of like the door being on the left side there, and then the you know, the panels leading that way into the room, by the way everything made it look and feel, in my opinion, it made it feel like the door was on the top there, where those ones are sitting off to the side, those Monokuma panels, instead of over on this side. You know, so we enter from the top there, which would be the left if you're down or whatever. So that's what I felt like. So that's why like this setup seemed like really weird to me.
And from there, they felt like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
And the music.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Music.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right? That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
Epic music again. Then the darkness loud. You guys hear something? Blah blah blah. Okay, it's just recapping.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
It's fine, I'll open it slowly, blah blah blah. Screw that, I'll just barge in.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter.
Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door.
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
How good would that panel have to be to prevent her from opening it?
There wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
There was windows, right? Couldn't see inside. Killer couldn't have left.
I see.
But again, there was windows, right?
If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Nagito.
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder,
Hajime? What do you mean?
the person who set up the domino effect inside could only have been that one person.
This is my answer! What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
Oh my god.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid.
I mean, it
His
could have
body was covered
been.
in torture wounds. Or did you already forget?
If it wasn't for the knife in the hand there, I would think 100% it was just suicide. I still think it was a setup that somebody like I think he went to get it started and then somebody else was like, hey, you're gonna die here. And then set him up to basically kill himself.
Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something.
If it wasn't for the knife in the hand, I would think that, yeah. Because his other shit's tied up. So for him to have stabbed his hand, one free hand stab it, like, come on now.
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like he said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something. Maybe the knife in the hand? Survival knife?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying
No,
just
it's
the
not.
legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Yeah.
Or if you use your front tail?
Front tail. What?
Is that a dirty joke?
If our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct, Nagito should have tied himself up too. That's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
Or if you use your front tail.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Wait a minute. I'm a little confused here. So,
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
tie up your own arms and legs. Don't have anything that contradicts that technically. Technically, me saying the knife would be.
That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
Okay.
Crap!
I'm just testing this.
Tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be impossible.
You
I
couldn't
feel
do much
like
with the
burned rope might be something here.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
No. Okay, so burned rope has nothing to do with it.
To actually...
No, but it's that one. Okay. How is burned rope
Hold on a sec.
equivalent to him tying up his own legs? Actually, it contradicts. That's what it's supposed to be.
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
His right sleeve wasn't burned.
Take a close look at his right sleeve.
But I think that's a bullshit thing because it's the very end of the rope and the rope extends out further. So it's like, come on now. But again, it's like, then how the fuck did he get a knife in his fucking free hand?
Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, I guess unless he like set up, like reached over. I don't know. I don't know.
A burn like this, no matter how you think about it.
Some of the
is
setup
unnatural.
seems like very bullshit.
That rope was burned in advance, so it would look like it was burned in the
Again,
fire.
these games are great because they go into detail, like little things, which is awesome stuff. But then sometimes, like some of the details, you're like, don't worry about that. That's not important, or they brush over it. It's like, you know, like no, if we're being real here,
He was able to move it freely, right?
you know.
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
Jeez, girl.
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
Fucking A, dude.
That's definitely wrong.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito.
Gotta get a Benjamin from him.
Even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab
Exactly, thank you.
your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
I'm not saying it's impossible. Because like I said, he could have like leaned up, had it positioned on the ground, and then like forced his hand through it. But,
Hajime,
you know.
you tricked me. Give me back that Benjamin.
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back. What the heck?
Hold on.
Hold on, there should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000% interest.
I don't know, way to stab yourself In the right hand, using only your right hand. It's okay. It's definitely a way to answer it. I mean, because the angle was, you know, he couldn't just like flipped it over, you know.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Knife fall.
Is he a throwing knife expert? Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
That's what I'm thinking. Prop
And
the
slammed
knife.
his right hand down on it?
That's what I'm thinking.
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand.
Okay. Man, there's a lot here to take in. So,
Even
you
if
contradict
Nagito's
what
right
she
hand was
said.
free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall,
Oh, I wonder if the plushie did it.
that way?
Hold on.
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe this is where the plushie comes in. The plushie was holding the knife.
He propped the...
I agree.
Oh my god. That's okay. That's kind of clever.
The life-size Monokuma plushie.
Because that makes
He must
sense.
have
You know,
used
he
that
would
to
stab
prop the
it, and he'd be like, and he could just slide it away. That makes sense, and that's why there's blood on it, and there's the
There was a
hole.
big hole in the plushie's stomach.
Oh my god, that's okay.
He
Clever.
inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it.
I'll say it's a little weird though, because you think there would be like handprint. Then you would see like fingers or something.
That's it. He had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I
Very
see.
brutal, man.
So that's the trick.
But with how Nagito was thinking of like, oh, I'll be a stepping stone. You guys could kill me for hope. I could see him committing suicide because he's like, oh, you guys, I wouldn't die for you guys. Like, let you kill me. But I could see him being a martyr, you know, himself and being like, oh, if I take myself out, I will bring hope to you this way, kind of thing.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The
Spear.
spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right?
Now, I'll say... Oh, no, that makes sense then. Duh. I was about to say, well, then how was he... Okay. I see it already. His left hand was holding the end of the cord. That's why there's no blood on that end. There's no blood on the inside of his palm. And then he let it go. And then he got stabbed.
If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Okay, Sonya. I see what we're doing here. Kazukichi over there about to have a fucking fountain nosebleed.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Oh my god.
say it one more time? I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
Yeah,
I also
she agrees.
think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty. I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right?
I mean, my thing is the fact he had so much fear on his face and stuff, and like they said about the duct tape being like crinkled in his mouth or whatever, like he was trying to yell or whatever. It's like if he was doing this himself, then he wouldn't really have a reason to have the fear and stuff, because it's like he knows what he's doing, what to expect and everything. But at the same time, it's like you literally just stabbed and slashed yourself with a fucking survival knife, and then fucking impaled your hand with it, and then you have this giant fucking spear about to just impale your stomach. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure even if you were intentionally doing that, your face would be a little freaky.
You keep getting betrayed over and over again, right?
I'm pretty sure you'd be yelling in pain too, so makes sense.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monome's sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far. So this might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone. No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
Chiaki's one of those chicks that dates like the bad guy, that like cheats on her, doesn't really spend time with her and stuff, but she's like, but I still have faith in him, that we love each other. Even though he cheated on me 3 times already, he won't do it again. I trust him.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible. I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
I mean, like, again, this is where I'm like, it's pretty fucking obvious.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
Like, the knife in the fucking hand was more fucking difficult to figure out than the fucking him stabbing himself with the spear at this point.
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
That's right. We made it through all these several ordeals up till now by doing it. Even now.
Let's do this.
All right, another debate. Turn rope. Blood on left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear?
Let's see what our options are.
Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail. I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
Oh my god.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Like, Akane is the most lewd but dumbest person, I swear. Anyways, Nagito committed suicide, then must have been used as a spear stab himself. Okay, so I'm pretty sure it's the blood on the left hand. Right, that was an option. Yeah, blood on left hand.
Let's work together and think this. When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
And that rules out his...
There it goes. All right, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, that's it. I didn't know why it didn't take it as the white noise blocked it.
Hold on. It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain, but it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit. If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
Was gripping.
When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
And then you'd be like, what was he gripping? Can she drop it already with the front tail?
He was obviously grabbing the spear.
Now that you mention it, compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
But even if he held the spear with his tied-up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right, that's the problem.
What do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle, just like fixing an old TV.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
The cord.
I see. That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord.
It seems like this trial has been like pretty straightforward for the most part.
There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were
Like we instantly
bloodstains
were
on
like, yeah, he killed himself, and this is how he did it. Like, there's not really much of a debate.
Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain.
Other than the very start where Kazukichi was saying, oh, he was tortured. But then as soon as we were like, yeah, he killed himself, like, this has just been like smooth sailing.
The size of that cut-off section, about the same size as a human fist?
Yeah.
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
Again, some of this blood splatter here doesn't make a whole lot of sense and doesn't really add up, to be honest.
Why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
Because it's like, how that blood exactly get like that from him just cutting his arm, you know? And then like after the spear fell next to him, it's like then blood would have been all over the floor and gotten on the cable as well and stuff. And blood doesn't just, it's not like paint where it just goes here and stops, you know? It's like as soon as you let go of that, then that blood, if it was still there coming out of his arm, it would like trail down onto his palm and stuff, you know?
Say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki?
It's the fucking girder.
I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy. All right, so how'd he do it? It's the girder.
Seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, How about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Facing up. The spear came down on his tummy. Should be able to figure out where the spear and stay before it stabbed him. Okay. Oh god, logic dive. Fuck. So y'all that are watching, since I'm basically just killing time at this moment, what do you guys think about this trial so far? Let me know in the comments below. It was above him. I definitely feel like his death was like fucking brutal. And it's definitely interesting to make the last part of the game a suicide, like murder or death, I should say, not really murder, self-murder, I guess. Oh, you bitch. What the fuck? Oh my god. Like that thing literally went right in front of me. Besides the spear, what else is above cylinder? I'm so glad they made it where you can slow down this so I can take a minute to read the text. I don't know, I gotta say, I think the third trial I thought was probably the best one for the death of Ibuki and Yoko. What item connects the ceiling? Spear's cord. I thought that one was pretty cool just because it was so trippy. Like, try to figure out what was going on with that. Because it's like there's so many possibilities that could have been. I feel like with most of the other ones, they've been fairly straightforward.
Impaled Nagito as he was laying face up.
For the most part.
Must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
That'd be awesome, but he probably used the ceiling girder directly above him.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder and using that as a support. He hoisted the spear directly above him. And if Nagito let go of the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
God, that's brutal. That's a horrible way to kill yourself, man.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling.
Like to sit there and like self-harm yourself, like cuts and stuff, and then
So, how about it?
stab your fucking palm with a fucking survival knife. It's not a little knife or a needle, it's a big ass knife, and then spear your stomach. Oh my god.
He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was. Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body.
This can't be it. There's got to be more of this trial.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth, too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he
Yeah.
go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's serious.
Something seriously doesn't add up, though. There's something missing here. Jeez, I'm starting to feel a little sympathetic towards him. How stupid of me. I completely understand his capacity for malice. The mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's dead. That's the form of malice his malice took. I had forgotten all about it up until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick.
No, Sonya's got a good point.
He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. Bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so we'd be executed.
That should be okay, right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel like so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is,
So
or...
what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right?
He said the magic word.
It's okay to read such
Magic
a heavy
phrase, I should
ending,
say.
right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even
I mean,
if
that's
we
true.
identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is. No
Huh?
matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something he couldn't even mess with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something that related to Nagito's death, a piece of evidence he couldn't mess with. Maybe the MP3 player? Because the music started playing after the fact, right? Because the lighter makes sense. It could just been on and sitting there until they tipped it over.
Crap!
Okay, so it wasn't the MP3 player. That's kind of dumb.
I see!
It's really the Monokuma file? What?
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it. Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Talking about the time, right? God. Oh, hang this game. Fuck. I hate this game. All these mini games suck in this one for real. They're really not good. Okay, hold on. Ugh. Okay, so what are we trying to say here? This is gonna get bad real quick. Time. Yeah. What? What the fuck are we spelling here? Oh, cause. Cause. No, that's not what I meant, damn it. I need a fucking A. Damn it, I didn't get over it in time. I hate this fucking game. It's like all this shit's just crashing. I mean, granted, I know I'm supposed to be like stopping it and stuff, but it's like, fuck ever. That was time of death. The cause of death makes sense because of the fact we found the poison and stuff.
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
But at the same time, it's like, if the poison killed him, wouldn't he had like vomit or blood coming from his mouth? I mean, granted, he had tape on it, but still. Foam. Yeah, same. So we just went over this.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was the cause of death.
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma?
I plead the fifth! Here he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, And before dreams...
Yeah, this is the first case as well that fucking Monomi's not like tied up from the ceiling.
The thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Ah, Chucky, clever.
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place.
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations, and that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
What friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied, even if it's just to be safe.
You were right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh?
Again, it's like, what if it's not going to change our vote if he just killed himself? You know, it's like,
Guess I have no choice.
why like I get that we want to solve the mysteries and shit, but it's like, if he killed himself, regardless if he stabbed himself or he poisoned himself, he still killed himself. Answer's still the same.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma! You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
Think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair, he said he was yearning for that. And the situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. Oh, never mind. I'm probably overthinking. Trial suspended. All right, ladies and gentlemen and others.
No.
That's where we're gonna stop this episode. We're gonna pick up next time. We're gonna finish this trial and possibly finish the game. We'll just see how that goes and how long that recording is. I would like to probably try to finish it all in the next video. So hopefully next one will be the conclusion. Again, thank you everybody stopped by, watch this, and put up with my bad reading and bad investigation skills on answering some of these questions and and stuff. Hopefully I'll do better in the next part. So have a great time and great time. And we'll see you in the next video. Hopefully the end of it. Goodbye despair. So take care.